You know, the Crystal Eagle Award is often referred to as the ASHE Lifetime Achievement Award. It recognizes the outstanding individual, and Phil just said it, for their excellent leadership in leadership qualities, innovation, and overall contribution to the field of healthcare, engineering, and facilities management. I can't think of a more deserving recipient than this year's winner, George Mills of the Joint Commission. Yeah. George is truly one of us. He's a facilities guy. For those of you who don't know him real well, he started out at a small rural hospital in Minnesota back in the 80s. I'm not going to tell you when he started. I'm not going to age him. But I'm going to start with a little story, and he's probably heard this. When George first started in a hospital in Minnesota, his boss at that time gave him a bag of marbles, and he says, keep them in your pocket, okay? And like a true good employee, that's what he did. He put that bag of marbles in his pocket. And over time and over years, as he progressed to bigger hospitals and as he progressed to higher positions, that bag of marbles started wearing a hole in his pocket. And when he went to Service Masters, a few marbles dropped out. Then he went to Advocate Healthcare in Chicago, a few more marbles fell out. Then finally, when George lost all his marbles, he accepted the position of senior engineer at the Joint Commission. George, that was a payback for all the times you told me to lose my Chinese accent when I was working with you. On the serious side, George Mills plays a vital role in regulatory compliance in our field. George has been a great teacher, mentor, partner, and advocate for healthcare facilities professionals. I saw that in George in all those years I taught with him, at Joint Commission Resources. In his role as Director of Engineering at Joint Commission, he has effectively led changes in standards and practices, making it easy for all of us out in the field. Some examples of what he's done for the profession includes: he created the building maintenance program, he created the barrier management symposium program, he constantly rallies for us and fights for us against CMS on the manufacturer's maintenance requirements. He serves on the Healthcare Interpretation Task Force. Back in the early 2000s, Dale Wooden asked him to resurrect the defunct chapter, the Chicago chapter, ASHE chapter, HESNE. So he got a bunch of us together, and he even served as the president of the chapter for a year and totally resurrected that chapter. And now it's one of the strongest chapters within ASHE. So he is tireless in his personal commitment to serve as a resource to all of us healthcare professionals. So it is with great honor that we recognize George Mills as this year's recipient of the Crystal Eagle Award. George?
Can I say, I lost my marbles. I'd like to thank some people first before I share a few things. First, my wife, Stella. She's up there somewhere. Can't see the lights, but she's really my best friend and has been my support and her support and been by my side for many years. And we have 3 kids, and Sarah, my daughter, can't be here, but my son Ben is here, and his wife and grandson. Did John mention? My other son John Go and try to make it. I don't know if you made it or not. I can't see for the lights, but so anyways, we have 3 kids. Life has been good. I'd like to thank a few people in my past, Dave Bendel and Jim Brown. They were more than mentors to me. They were surrogate fathers. They just really gave me my basis of all things George Mill as far as integrity and all that. And then in the workplace, Carl Booty, Bill Anderson, Doug Erickson, Dick Moeller. Those 4 gentlemen helped me in many things in early years of healthcare as well. Rick Roby, Hans Stahl. Hans was my first administrator at Rice Memorial. And of course, York and Lamar Davis with Hesney and other folks in the Hesney board when we started that up have been great. Dr. Al Buck, some of you might remember Dr. Buck. Dr. Chasson, the current president at the Joint Commission, and Dr. McKee, my current boss. And of course, the team that supports me at the Joint Commission, Ann, John, James, and Kathy. And without them, I wouldn't be able to be here either. So we've got a great team back at work. So I thought I'd share one thing with you, and that was I remember when I was at my first hospital at Rice. I came out of a construction background, and I remember thinking that this would be a great job if it wasn't for one thing. You know what that one thing was? Patience. Yeah, because we want to renovate a wing, and you know, we had to only do 2 rooms at a time instead of getting the wing to shut it down and do it, right? It'd be so much faster and more and cost-effective. We just shut down that wing and renovate, but we had to stage everything to patient care delivery. And I can remember about 6 months into this career thinking, man, there's got to be a way to work around this. And then my youngest son had to have tubes. And I remember being in the OR with him, and they took him away in this little red wagon. He was about 2 years old to get tubes in, and he trusted me. He was going to Daddy's hospital. And they took him away in that little red wagon, and I remember realizing that was when I had an epiphany. That's when it all clicked. The whole reason that we're here is for that little guy in that wagon being hauled away into the OR. When that hit me, that the whole reason for this whole business of ASHE and healthcare and compliance is all to make sure the patient care area is safe and the patient care delivery can be effective and harm-free. When I understood that, that's when I decided to commit my life to this business of Joint Commission and ASHE service and the things we've done in the field. So thank you for this award. I'm so humbled. You can't believe it. I can't believe that I'm standing here even thanking you for this. So thank you very much for that. Have a great conference, and I appreciate all the support you've all given us. Thank you.